feel so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can't wait another second. Hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me.
So has to keep clapping his.
It feels so holy, holy, holy. They say we're too young and
It just seems like he needs something in his hands. Children behave, that's what they say when we're together. And watch how you play. They don't understand, and so we're running just as fast as we can, holding on to one another's hand, trying to get away into the night. And then you put your arms around me and we tumble to the ground, and then you say, I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone around. I think we're alone now. The beating of our hearts is the only sound. That's a great song by... Who is that by? Okay, it's by Tommy, James, and the Shondells. Sorry, Tommy. Sorry, Shondells. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, I always like to play a song at the beginning of each video. 1, I love to perform for people. 2, I love people to see me performing. And 3, I always like to risk something myself before I react to somebody else's work. Anyway, so today we are journeying back into the world of the NPR Tiny Desk concert. They do amazing work. We will be watching another pop artist today, Justin Bieber. Now, I know of Justin Bieber, obviously. He's been famous for somehow he's 24 and he's been famous for 20 years. But anyway, he's been around for a long time. I'm not sure how old he is. I don't know anything about him other than he's Canadian, that he's a drummer, or I think he started as a drummer, and everybody either loves him or hates him. And this particular video we're doing today has 21 million views, which might be more than any other Tiny Desk. I'm not sure. Just before we jump in, if you're new here, I don't generally listen to a lot of pop music. I don't hate pop music. I like some pop music. I dislike some pop music. I don't care about trends or what's cool or what's not cool. I'm not going to judge Justin Bieber on what other people think of him. He may be amazing, and I have no idea. My guess is, and this is just my own bias, is that he's been given a really hard time, probably for stuff he's not super at fault for. He might be. Maybe he's terribly at fault for everything. I don't know. I'm not saying he's not at fault. I'm just saying I try to give people the benefit of the doubt here, especially when you're creating music and you're putting something out there that is that means something to you. I think it's important to be fair to people, and we just lost the sun. It's cloudy today, so we might have some weird light things happening. By the way, just before I forget, please please subscribe, please comment if you think I'm right or wrong about something. The full video of this version is on my Patreon, so I'll go into more detail. I'll talk a little bit more about some of the things I talk about in this video, just things that I think would be interesting more for my Patreon subscribers, where I know I can go a little bit more in depth and I have your attention a little bit more. That's what I do over there. Now, without further ado, let's give Justin Bieber a break, man. He needs some publicity.
I hear a lot about sinners. Don't think that I'll be a saint, but I might go down to the river, 'cause the way that the sky opens up when we touch it, it's making me say that the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, yeah. It feels so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star. Can't wait another second, 'cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feels so holy. I don't do well with the drama, and no, I can't stand it being fake. Oh no, 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 I don't believe in Nirvana. But the way that we love in the night gave me life, baby. I can't explain. 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me.
So has to keep clapping his.
It feels so holy, 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 holy. Oh God, running to the altar like a track star.
Nice.
Can't wait another second. 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Feels so holy. They say we're too young and
He's straight up grabbing his during this thing. All right. Oh my God, this was going so well, man. I had found so many people I could speak only positively about, and oh gosh. Okay, Believers, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I'm about to say. I don't like this song. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay. You know, there's some cool stuff about this, and he's definitely like a good performer. Like I mean, except for the crotch grabbing, sounds like a really consistent performer, really confident on the beat. That's a really tight band. You could tell. I love that big old bass, big old acoustic bass, man. That sounds amazing. It's interesting that they got that nice acoustic sound, but still kind of got the hip hop vibe to it. They do a lot of stuff really well here. It's just the actual melody just loses me. So it's an incredibly repetitive, simplistic chorus. Doesn't make it evil, doesn't make him evil, but it has that saccharine kind of vapidity to it. All right, so it actually is probably going to sound better capoed up here on the 6th, where you just go from C to G, A minor 7th to F. You can either play that E string or not. I kind of like it without. Now, it's not an uncommon chord progression. It's one that's actually Rick Beato has a really good video on this. I keep plugging his stuff. It's a 1, 4, 5, 6, I believe. It's in that realm. It's what pop music is kind of. Nowadays, there are kind of certain chord progressions that are just favored by various producers, and so a lot of songs get angled through those progressions. So the writers of this song, who they may be Justin Bieber, they may be the other guys in the song, also on the band, in the band also, may or may not have wanted that chord progression, but it is a very common one. We've talked about it before. It's not a bad thing. I mean, common chord progressions are the blues, they are folk music, they are rock music, they are classic pop and stuff. It's not necessarily a bad thing to have a pretty familiar chord progression.
'Cause the way that the sky opens up when we touch it, it's making me say that the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. It feels so holy, holy, holy.
Yeah, I don't think the chords change at all.
Like a track star.
I don't hate the chord progression. I really don't like the lyrics. I don't need the grabbing. It's just a little bit like, it just seems like he needs something in his hands. He needs a guitar or a ukulele or something to play, and that he's not super comfortable just behind the mic.
Why do you always grab your crotch?
Why do I grab my crotch?
Yeah, why? We think you got a thing with your crotch going on
I think
here.
it happens subliminally. When I dance, if you're a dancer, you're just interpreting the sounds and the accompaniment of the music. If there's a driving bass, you become the bass. If there's a cello, if there's a string, you become that. So you become the emotion of what that sound is. Okay? So if I'm doing a movement and I go bam and I grab myself, it's the music that compels me to do it. It's not saying I'm getting ready to grab down there and it's not a great place. You don't think about it, it just happens. Sometime I'll look back at the footage and I'll go, did I do that?
I hear a lot about sin. Don't think that I'll be a saint. I don't hate that line. I hear a lot about sinners. Don't think that I'll be a saint. It's as if he's saying, I hear all this stuff about sinners. I rarely hear about saints, so I'd rather be a sinner, I guess. I guess the point there is you'd rather be heard about than not heard about. But I might go down the river, 'cause the way that the sky opens up when we touch, yeah, it's making me say that the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, feels so holy, 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 holy. So I'm going to get religious for you, baby. That's kind of the vibe of the song. Because the way that the sky opens up when we touch, yeah, it's making me say, okay, so I believe in God when we get it on. Run to the altar like a track star. Running to the altar like a track star. Maybe the most shallow lyric I've ever read or heard. Because it's bullshit. It's a line. It's something because he's not married, is he? Is he married? If he's married and he said to the woman, "You got me running to the altar like a track star," I hope she got out of it, because holy cow, holy cow. Now I know everybody out there, Bieber fans. I know, I'm sorry. You're going to be very mad at me. I apologize. Yes, I am an old, chubby millennial with gray in his beard. I'm not famous. I'm not an incredibly successful musician. There's plenty of stuff to hate me for. Let me know below what you think of me. It's just so generic, right? It's like something about God or a little bit, or it's like, I don't know, you're holy or something. And it just isn't, there's no specificity to it. There's no risk to it. He seems cool the whole time through. Right? He just seems kind of aloof and like over it. I'm sorry, there's a siren in the back, but he doesn't seem in love or anything. Like, he seems like kind of about himself in this song. I don't do well with the drama, which is to me like he's saying, yeah, I don't want to do like a bunch of relationshipy stuff where we need each other and we're relying on each other and, you know, we support each other. That's drama, baby. Okay, I'm not into that. Or maybe he means like publicity drama or like PR drama, like celebrity drama. Even though that's his whole career is based on that. I don't believe in nirvana. So he's saying, I'm not a believer. I'm not a man of faith. Maybe he's an atheist. But your love, baby, is making me question that. It's almost like a joke. It's almost like he's kind of saying it like an offhand comment. By the way, not every relationship has to be like about intense love forever, you and me, deep in the eyes, looking at each other. You know, it doesn't have to always be, you know, an incredibly sincere, emotional song. There are great funny songs. There are great songs that are angry or rude or dismissive and stuff like that. This song just seems to be about, it just seems to be bull. Like, he doesn't seem to mean any of it. There doesn't seem to be anything behind it. You know what I mean? Like, say what you will about like Taylor Swift and Olivia or whatever, any other kind of pop star that people have, you know, opinions about. Like, they are generally putting themselves out there and saying, here's something about me that's a thing that's hard for me to communicate, and so I communicate it through song. It isn't necessarily just like a, look at me, aren't I badass? You got me running to the altar like a track star. All right, let's listen to the second verse.
Running to the altar like a track star. Can't wait another second, 'cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me.
And it's like he's sagging like it's 2004.
I don't do well with the drama.
He's wearing that big old white shirt like he...
And no, I can't stand it being fake. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't believe in nirvana. But the way that we love in the night gave me life, baby. I can't explain. 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Feels so holy, 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 holy.
I feel like he needs to go to the bathroom or something. Why is he grabbing his junk?
Running to the altar like a track star. Can't wait another second. 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Feels so holy. They say we're too young and the pimps and the players say don't go crushing. Wise men say fools rushing, but I don't know, yeah. They say we're too young and the pimps and the players say don't go crushing. Wise men say fools are rushing, but I don't know. 'Cause the way you hold me, hold me,
I like that
hold me,
refrain
hold
there.
me, hold me.
It's try not to grab.
Feel so holy, holy, holy.
You know he wants to grab again. It's harder for him not to grab than it is for him to grab. He wants to right there, you can tell.
Running to the altar like a track star. Can't wait another second. The way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Feel so holy.
All right, we're going to say something positive about him right now, all right? Okay. That's tough to do. The swaying up and down, like the just moving, maintaining the distance with the mic as you sing and maintaining a consistent sound. Sounds like there's some auto-tune going through this. It's okay. A lot of people use auto-tune. But that does take talent, definitely. I mean, they're going to, change the levels and everything and mix this after he's performed it. They say, we're too young, and the pimps and the players say, don't go crushing. Wise men say, fools rushing. This could be kind of a cool thing here, kind of a cool little bridge. That's kind of like the most sincere part of the song. Is he saying, like, listen, I've been listening to music for years. They say, don't go crushing. Don't go, dropping feelings on people because you're going to get hurt or whatever. I don't even deal with feelings. Right? Wise men say, fools rush in. Another good line. Another good comparison there. Pimps and players say, don't go crushing. Wise men say, fools rush in. Not terrible lines, but I don't know. He's saying, I don't know about that. He's not saying they're wrong. He's saying, I don't know. Maybe they're right. Maybe I shouldn't ever crush on somebody. Maybe I shouldn't ever give my heart to somebody. Maybe I should just maintain the BS facade of just over it and self-containment. So, this is, I think, my first actual negative reaction to something. And we shall see how it lands with the people. Hopefully you will be able to forgive me. And, we'll see. Hopefully you'll be able to forgive me. If not, I don't know what to say. Anyway, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I'm sorry, Justin Bieber, I didn't like this song. I'm sure you've done other cool stuff. I don't hate you. I'm sure you're getting a bad rap anyway. Bieber fans, send me other stuff to check out by him. I promise I will be fair to him. I will not just hate stuff because it's whatever. It's easy to jump on bandwagons. I don't bandwagon. Okay? But thank you guys for checking this out. Until next time, keep playing.